could make it out. So let's see. We've got the Duchess of Darkness in the chat, fresh off her premiere video tonight about Thanksgiving stories. If you all have not listened, go check it out at Duchess of Darkness on YouTube. I know quite a few of you were already in there as I spoke to y'all earlier while I was setting this up. So thank you guys for being there, and I hope we see more of you soon. And we've got Ray Black in the house with us tonight. Ray, so good to have you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Duchess saying hello. Then Ray back with the I made sure to like the video because I tend to forget. Well, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. And everybody else, if you can go hit that like button right now, really appreciate it. It does help the channel. Plus, it makes me feel good when I see all those likes. Come on, folks. Spread the love. Hit that like, hit a share. Tell your friends about me. Get them to subscribe. Let's go. I'm trying to race to 100 here. Danny Phillips in the house saying, "Ho, all. Hey, Danny. Good to see you, man. I know it's real late over there, so I appreciate you being on, and even in the middle of the week." So, unlike some of us tomorrow who are off because of the holiday, I know both Ray and Danny are from Canada and from the UK. So, you guys not having off tomorrow. I really appreciate you joining us tonight. And Gamer Buds here saying surprise live. That's right. So, good to have you here, Gamer Bud. Excellent to see you. And for right now, that seems to be all there is. But we will see if more people pop into the chat as the night goes on. We're just here to have a little bit of fun, chat a little bit, kind of doing some things over on this side. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this too. Let me see here. Going into that Discord that's still up for any of you guys who joined it and are having fun in there. Yep, we've still got the Discord up. I still have it open for people to chat, talk, show things off. And for the few people who might be in there, went ahead and did that so they can see it. Maybe we'll get some more people jumping on this chat. All right, folks. So Danny Phillips saying stubby fat fingers, high all, not ho all. It's okay, man. Look, we're gonna have a fat dude in a red suit coming around calling all of us a bunch of hoes in like a day. So you're good, man. You're good. Trust me. Over here in America, everybody starts, talking about Christmas. They've already started, man. We've got so much crap coming on Christmas since Halloween. And I just realized as I'm not used to this setup yet, I still have not turned on my upper light here. See, this isn't a Saturday. It's not a Thursday. I'm completely ill prepared for going live tonight. Didn't even have my other light on. And Emerald Night photos in the house. Everybody, give him a follow on IG if you haven't already. He is always producing quality shots. It's awesome. Thank you for being here, Emerald Knight. Good to see ya. See, look, he's saying he's already got his lights strung up, man. And look, if it makes you happy, do it. Keep them up. I like keeping them up well after Christmas because, the winter gets a little bleak, gets a little dark. So I actually appreciate when people have their Christmas lights up well after Christmas because I feel like it kind of lights that bleak darkness that, the winter often gets. I mean, I love my winter, I love my snow, but definitely. So with that big light on, I didn't realize how dirty my glasses were. Now I got to go ahead and clean them off a little bit. I have absolutely no idea what's going on because I have photosensitivity and the light completely washes out my vision unless I'm wearing my glasses. So you all get to chat amongst yourselves and I can't see a thing. So if you're going to talk about me, this is the time to do it. If you're going to say anything bad, because I won't see it. And then maybe you can delete it before I get back. Ooh. All right, everybody. So we are here tonight to do a special unboxing, and it's going to be really fun. I got a couple of things from Big Bad Toy Store that I've been waiting quite a while for. SkeleVader just sent me over a box with an item that I know is in it. He has also mentioned that he's put some extras in there, so I'll get to see what else he has included and packed in with what I was expecting, and it's going to be awesome. And Ray also saying, I just put up my lights today, actually. Perfect, Ray. Absolutely. That's great. Do it. If it makes you happy and you enjoy it, do it. All about what makes you happy. So let's go ahead and get started here with what tonight's event is about. So, as I drop the box, oh no. Unfortunately, I didn't think about how far I had to reach with adjusting my chair here. All right, folks. Y'all are familiar with these boxes if you've ordered from Big Bad Toy Store before. Let's go ahead and crack it open. Master Versal Toy Hunter has joined the chat. Good to see you, Eldor, my friend. Absolutely a pleasure to have you. So, if you guys didn't see it yet, check out this past weekend's video where we had a surprise visit on the Mythic 101 class where Eldor was trying to reach out to Orko and ended up stumbling across the Mythic 101 class and started to get involved and engaged within uh, the Mythic Legions. As a matter of fact, I have very good word on it now that Eldor has actually just ordered his first, his very, very first Mythic Legions character, which hopefully we will all see in a couple weeks' time when we do the new Mythic 201 class, because we're going to dig into it a little bit more. It's actually going to become a monthly thing. So, Danny, I know this should definitely make you happy. I finally got her. She came in. After months and months of waiting, Shira has entered my collection. Not only Shira, one of my also personal favorites of the Master Universe line, Roboto. So not only do I have Roboto, I have his evil brother Kane. And just because I got two Shiras, I'm gonna definitely do some customs with the extra Shira and the extra head sculpt. There will be a Battlegrounds Tila on the way. So that is my first box tonight, and I'm definitely going to crack open one of these Shiras tonight and Roboto because I love these figures. All right, Emerald Knife Photos got the Sarge from Big Bad Toy Store this week. Yes! Oh my god, I love it. Sergeant Slaughter. As a kid growing up, I always looked up to him. Always enjoyed seeing him on wrestling and then seeing him on GI Joe as well. So not only has this man been a part of the WWE, he crossed over and he's on a cartoon and in a comic book with GI Joe. And then on top of that, most recently he's also crossed over and joined the Masters of the WWE Universe. For those that collect that line, in the last two waves, we got Sergeant Slaughter. So he's gone across three different, very big toy lines between wrestling, GI Joe, and Masters of the WWE, and that's pretty solid. All right. I like when you say do what makes you happy, Oz. Good words to live by. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do what you love. Now, I mean, if what you love is going to hurt somebody else, then I don't recommend doing it because it's not worth hurting somebody else. But do what makes you happy. Always do what makes you happy. So, yeah, yeah. Emerald Knife Photo saying nice on the toys. Absolutely. You know it. And Gamer Bud saying he was so happy to get his share of Roboto and Zodak. Absolutely, man. I managed to pick up Zodak and the Merman from this wave in store. Only two figures I saw for the longest time outside of He-Man and Skeletor was Zodak and Merman. I was like really happy to have seen those. But these figures, they just absolutely eluded me for so long, and I'm finally happy to have them in the collection now, which completes out wave three. Ooh, twosome. That's right, Emerald Knight Photos. Yeah. Gonna have some, you see my Becky Lynch figure up back here. We got Becky Lynch, we got Evelyn. There's gonna be all kinds of craziness going on. So, Master Versal Toy Hunter saying hello once again, Duchess. Trust you chilled a few people. Absolutely. Those Thanksgiving stories. Wow. Especially like that first one. Oh, I mean, if you didn't catch it, Master Versal Toy Hunter, go back and watch Duchess's video from the very beginning. That first one was something, I tell you. And Danny Phillips saying I had the first release of the Shira, the old knees, and need the new version. You know what? I didn't even think to take a look. The Shira does have the new knees. Oh, that's awesome. Like she doesn't have that crazy, like she's got the more knee looking knee, not the crazy wide knee flap. Oof, that thing kind of weird. Creeps you out a little bit. And Gamerbud, speaking of Roboto, Masterverse New Wave is coming into Big Bad Toy Store. Even thought it was supposed to be in January, but I guess I'll take it now. Mattel's been like really pumping them out because again, even the current wave with the rise of the Snake Men, they definitely announced that as first quarter next year, and we've already got it. And now, like you said, this whole wave for Masterverse was supposed to be coming out next year, not this year. And it's already starting to show up. So that's really awesome. I'm glad to see that we have it. And GamerBud saying just got to cancel a few pre-orders to compensate. I know it's rough. Hopefully you'll be able to re-pre-order after you balance everything back out before you pick it up, man. GamerBud, yeah, my Shira had the new knees, which I was so happy about. Yeah, it feels nice. And Ray Ray Ken doing the cheers with the coffee. Everybody, if you're sipping a cup of coffee, if you are, tilt that glass up because I know your buddy Oz here always drinking coffee all the time. And that's why I've got this huge giant thing of coffee. This thing stays hot. I had poured some hot coffee in here last night and ended up going to sleep. I woke up, the coffee was still warm. It wasn't hot anymore, but it was still warm because this thing insulates like crazy. I got it from work. I can't tell you where they ordered it from. Have no clue. Keeps my coffee hot all day long, which is beautiful. I need it. I need it. I talk on the phone a lot all day, so I like the warm liquid. I also like to stay plenty of caffeinated plenty while I'm talking to everybody on the phone all day. And Master Versal Toy Hunter saying, very good there, sir. Yes, I grabbed myself Shira, Roboto, and Zodak there. So, yes, I am hoping for a Manny Faces Orko and web store there. Well, I'll tell you what, Master Versal Toy Hunter, if while I'm out, I see one of those Wave 2 standees at the Target, I will definitely try to snatch you up what I can, man. They did this last year too, and there I'll probably be a drought till about early spring because these were supposed to be early next year. Right. Well, hopefully it'll give a chance for the rest of us who have to slow up because Christmas is on the way. That'll give us a chance to catch up with these current waves that are out and then move forward into next year. So the whole pot is just for me this morning. Nice. Yeah, I love it when I can get a whole pot of coffee to myself. Got shipping notice from Big Bad Toy Store for Masterverse Roboto and Stratos. Awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to see what you do with that new Stratos because that guy looks sick. Absolutely sick. I love it. And Danny Phillips, coffee, 24/7. How you think I'm always awake for these lives? I agree because I know you guys are what 5 hours ahead right now. You're either 4 or 5 hours ahead over there in the UK. So yeah, I definitely understand, man. For all of us here, East Coast time, it's 10:45 at night. So I know it's much later for you guys. So next week I'll be having probably two live unboxing with my surprise item coming in on Monday. Well, I can't wait to see it, Gamer Bud. That's going to be great. Here, I have my Earl Grey tea from Earth, my metal goblet there, sir. I raise my cup to you this fine night. Absolutely, man. Enjoy that Earl Grey. I'm not a tea drinker. I'm not a tea drinker. I'm a coffee guy, but hey, I respect everybody's choice of warm beverage. It's always nice. And Ray Ray Ken saying, I need coffee to wake up and plan out the office for the day. Absolutely, man. Got to have my coffee all the time. So, GamerBud's got some photo ideas for the new figures, but I'm probably most excited for the new Stratos. I know he looks incredible. I love the options they give you with him too on like how you can display him. He's going to be a super sick character. Definitely going to be one of the favorite of the line. Ray Ray Ken, no new Motu toys for us in Manila. What? What's going on over there? How come you guys aren't getting some new toys? Ray Ray Ken, tell me in the chat, man. What's going on? Danny Phillips, my Digitino and Whiplash is shipped. Nice. Yeah, I still need to catch up on that wave myself. You know, I mean, you can tell I'm just catching up on wave three. I'm so many waves behind. Oh, you spoil, sir. You spoil. Haha. Why, yeah, thank you there. And yes, that seller has just shipped me that red Zeo Tommy Power Ranger that I got for you. Oh, that is awesome. I can't wait till he comes in. I'm going to be doing a very special unboxing of some things that Masterversal Toy Hunters sending over to me. So that's going to be an exciting video when I get that together. 9:46 here in Saskatchewan, where I'm at. Okay, Ray. So you're about an hour behind the same Central Time that GamerBud's in. And yeah, I've pre-ordered the Mythic Legion Stratos tribute figure there. Oh, nice, very nice. I don't know if you guys saw, but if you guys are ever interested in looking at getting into Mondo, Mega J just posted a video yesterday where on Big Bad Toy Store and a couple other sellers, you can still get some of those Mondo toys relatively cheaper than when they were coming out because they're the standard, not those big deluxe ones that we were looking at. So yeah, if you guys are into getting some Mondos and you missed your chance, some of them are still able to get, and they're cheaper. Unfortunately they're not going to be those deluxe ones, but you could still get like a regular He-Man. You get Faker. He showed off Hordak was on there. It was really awesome. So Gamerbud says, I'll give you a hint. There'll be a photo with a throne and sword just throwing you a bone. Wink. I remember exactly what you're talking about, buddy. That's going to be fun. That's going to be really, really funny. And Emerald Knight Photo is trying to get Masterverse Too Bad, who is making the waves to some folks. Absolutely, man. R- Ray from Collecting Classics did an amazing unboxing review of that figure. Absolutely outstanding. Again, if you guys haven't seen it, go check him out on his IG, check him out on his YouTube. Even Mega J posted videos of Ray's review and stuff like that, going over how sweet that figure looks. And he's huge, absolutely huge. And so Danny Phillips says, saw a few people have got Too Bad. Yeah, a couple of people are getting them now. Ray definitely had them. Toy Habits, they also just did a video or some pictures on IG with it. So definitely check them out as well. But Ray did an outstanding job doing that video. It's 11:48 in the morning here, doing some paperwork, having the stream on in the background. Well, I appreciate it, Ray Ray Cat. It's great to know that it's funny. There's a couple of people who actually like listen to Toy Frenzy or who even were listening to the new Power of Attorney, a podcast that just premiered this week. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, come see myself and Bobby Vintage Motu, as well as Adam from the Battle Ram blog, doing a show talking about, just kind of wrapping things up with Attorney. I feel that's all we've really talked about for a couple of months. So now that the campaign was over, we were going to talk about it one more time, as well as, just passing the torch on to a younger generation, some future crowdsourcing projects we might want to see from Mattel in the future, and we were just having fun talking for a couple hours about Motu. Like you guys know how we like to do. But yeah, Power of Attorney podcast. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely go check it out now. You can find it on YouTube. I actually have a post on the channel's community page, as well as I've linked it on my playlist, so you guys can check out every new episode on the playlist as they debut. So 3:50 a.m. here. I'm wide awake. Well, I'm glad you are, Danny. I'm really glad you are, especially since I know this character's near and dear to you, and I finally got her. So I was glad you were here for that. That worked out really well. And again, this was kind of a surprise show. I didn't really tell anybody I was planning on doing it. I was hoping to do it. I wasn't sure if I was, but I definitely did manage. Just noticed my camera height's down a little bit. Just want to set that up a little higher. Yeah, thank you. Power of Attorney podcast rocks. Thank you, Emerald Knight Photos. I appreciate that. The last Motu we picked up was Origins Wave 10. Well, see, you're still ahead of me. You're ahead of me. I don't have Wave 10, much less Wave 11. That's the Rise of the Snake Man wave is 11. Wave 10 is the Randor Whiplash. I'm still trying to finish out waves 8 and 9. I'm still missing a Horde Trooper, still missing the Terraclaw Skeletor and the Flying Fist, but I think I may have something in the works with those. Um, what else do I still need? 2000X Skeletor. I'm still trying to grab him. So, yep, Shira is your girl. Absolutely. Danny Phillips, we got to talk some more about the Golden Girls. Okay. And I'm not talking, that'll be a different episode where we talk about those Golden Girls. God, I miss them. B. Arthur, you know, I miss them all. You still watch them on TV, which is great. But I'm talking about the Golden Girls toy line that barely made it off the ground, but got some really awesome figures, some really awesome concepts. And talk about a playset. Like their castle playset is pretty ridiculous. In the mini comic with Shira, the same with the rooted hair Shira. Is it? Oh, you're wondering if this mini comic is the same as the one that's with the rooted hair? No, this is the Wave 3 mini comic. I think the Shira mini comic that came with that initial launch with the rooted hair is a different one entirely. I'm missing a lot of Wave 7 through 11. Well, the network's out there. We'll try to get them to you. Definitely, guys, if you know people are seeking figures and you can help out, shoot people a message. Let them know what you got. Let them know how you guys can work it out amongst yourselves. But please, this community is awesome. I know a lot of us try to help each other out when we can. So definitely keep that going. Like keep helping people out. Gamer Bud just recently got he was a little worried, but he got his Grizzlor. So Gamer Bud, congrats. That is awesome, and I'm glad you got him finally. And Danny Phillips saying you had them all but Jade. They are hard to come by too, man. They are really hard to come by, but they are neat, really awesome action figures. They really would have fleshed out the Princess Power line if they had more like that. Same thing with the out of the Rulers of the Sun, the Butterfly Woman. I've just finished my custom MV movie He-Man head sculpt. Oh, nice. I'm glad to hear that you finished it up. So if you have time, you might like to show the peeps that, and it's just on my YouTube community post there. Go copy and paste the link, put it in the chat. Let people check it out. Do it. I want it in the chat. Guys, if you want Masterversal Toy Hunter, if you want Eldor to post his link to his sculpt for the movie version, the Dolph Lundgren style head sculpt for the Masterverse figure that's coming out next year, hit a like button on my channel and then go ahead and follow the link he posts. Digitino's armor is glow in the dark. Not only is it glow in the dark, like at first, a lot of people were saying it was kind of weak and it wasn't that strong. I don't know. All the pictures I saw, like after it was debuted, that glow factor looked really intense. So I'm glad to see it. All right. Ray Ken saying he can help out with Motu Origins. There you go, people. You have just heard it. I even have the horse in the chariot. Nice. Wow. Danny, you got pictures of all that stuff? Start posting it. You can post it up in the Discord server that we got going on. By the way, guys, I was actually thinking we'll get to it a little bit later. So right now, 2349 CAD Motu Origins. Okay, there you go. CAD, I'm assuming, is a dollar amount or a denomination. I don't know. You had to clarify that. I'm not sure what the CAD is, but let me know. Yes, Origins Grizzlor surprise unboxing will be Monday. Well, I'm sorry I just ruined the surprise. I'm sorry, Gamer Bud. Shipping cost is the only problem. Yeah, I know. I'm working with Master Versal Toy Hunter right now on trying to get some stuff shipped to him. He's going to try to get some stuff shipped to me. So yeah, we understand that's definitely hard. And they have no problem with Digitino's armor. Great. I can't wait to see when you do a little review video. Thank you, Ray Ray Ken. I appreciate it. Canadian monies. I gotcha. I gotcha. And Gamerbud saying, all good, man. All right. Chat's eased up for just a little bit here. Oh, another one from Gamerbud. Let's face it, I probably wouldn't have been able to keep it a secret. It's true. Gamerbud, you're terrible at keeping secrets. I'm surprised it lasted this long. Oh, and Danny's saying, I'll take some, most are boxed up, still making room and get new shelves. Then we'll display them. I've got most of my 80s and 90s toys. Awesome, man. Well, look, when you get the display up, go ahead then and take the pictures then. Don't try to rush it out, but I want to see them. I want to see the collection. Manila to the US, Canada. Ah, okay, okay. And we did review for Wave 10. Okay, excellent. I'm going to be heading over to your channel and checking that out, man. For sure. Guys, again, follow Ray Ray Ken here on YouTube as well. So, oh, not dropping this one. So, SkeleVader went ahead and sent me over a package. And if you notice, he did this real cool shipping label. I'm not trying to put it in good view of the camera, kind of wave it there a little bit. You can see really awesome. He even drew a little stick figure above it, which I love. But I don't want to show it off too much because I'm not trying to go posting our addresses all over YouTube for everybody. We love y'all, but we don't want you stalking us. Who am I kidding? You guys all talk to me all the time anyway, which I really appreciate, by the way, guys. I like the fact that I'm so in tune with you guys. Like you guys send me messages all the time. We chit chat. Speaking of Ray Black, where's Nolan tonight? Where's he at? Very delicately opening up this box because I don't know all of what is in it. And it's been packed so nicely. SkeleVader's the man. Between him and Bobby, I couldn't ask for two better co-hosts on a channel. Uh, just absolutely amazing guys. Love them both. Having so much fun doing the shows with them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Nikes. Okay, so he's packed in some stuff here I definitely did not expect, and I'm totally blown away. But first thing I open up and I see here, one of the prototype color change figures. Oh, the packaging on this is nuts. So this one right here, this is staying in the unopened, which you guys all know I'm an opener. This is staying in the unopened format. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. He's even got the original style kind of bowcaster in there, even though it doesn't look like a bow, looks just like a rifle. That is insane. So I'm probably going to hang, since I'm not opening that, I will probably hang it on the wall somewhere. That is so great. Oh my gosh. I hope when he watches this later, he realizes how much that means to me. Chewbacca is one of my favorite characters. And yes, I can make Chewbacca noises. If you all want to hear me make Chewbacca noises, hit the like. This is awesome. So awesome. So he also sent over 500 piece Masters of the Universe puzzle. I'm going to have a joy building this because I love puzzles. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to put that right back there. Man, so much stuff he crammed into this box. All right, we're coming down. I'm going to go through because I'm going to say the main thing for the end here, but I want to make sure he hasn't sent me any other extras in here because, like, I keep pulling and there's just going to be, like, so much more stuff. All right, that's the pièce de résistance. Oh my God, what is this? What the he? Oh. All right, so you guys have heard We talk about these things all the time. World's smallest action figures. I got a Bumblebee now to go along with my He-Man and Skeletor. That is awesome. I love these things. And and Roadblock. I got Roadblock. Yes. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but Ving Rhames ever remind anybody of Roadblock? I know I'll probably catch flack about that in the chat because of The Rock playing Roadblock, but also got a sweet Orco pin. I love these kind of enamel pins too. So we're gonna go ahead and do something right now. There we go. Readjust live in the house. And he sent me one of his SkeleVader stickers with the logo on it. Absolutely love that. That will be going. You guys sadly will never see that again because it'll be going on the other side of my laptop, the one that the side that faces the wall. So you guys will not be able to see that anymore, sadly. And then we've got this. And this is cool because it reminds me of the ones I had as a kid. And you all saw previously. Absolutely loved like Dino Riders and stuff like that. But and the cool part about this is when I was a kid, they were still learning a lot about dinosaurs. And there was this thing called the Brontosaurus that didn't exist for a couple of years because they found out they put the head on the wrong dinosaur. And it was actually an Apatosaurus. And now there's a Brontosaurus again, if I remember correctly. But as a kid, one of my favorite colors was blue. And I actually used to have a blue Brontosaurus at the time as a kid. Now, SkeleVader did not know that when he sent this, so he has no idea how much this actually means to me. Um, this is actually really cool because it reminds me a lot of that. If you guys ever saw the Definitely Dinosaurs toy line from Fisher Price back in the day, they had this huge, massive, and again, it was a Brontosaurus, not an Apatosaurus at the time. And this reminds me of that in a much smaller scale, but this is great. I absolutely love that. That'll probably stay up here on my desk with me. Skelly, thank you for all of this. This is absolutely incredible. Now, the piece de resistance, as you see, is a Masterverse figure here. I just swung that right in front of the camera, didn't I? And showed everybody my address. If you all show up here unannounced, don't chance it. Don't chance it. So the last thing in there is something I've been looking for a while. Have not found it in store, but finally I have my new Eternia Masterverse Zodak. Ever since they showed this figure off, I was like, I need to have that Zodak because this one is so cool. And I love we got that 40th anniversary sticker on there. This is great. So now that I've unpacked this box, I'm going to catch up with the chat again for a little bit, and then we're probably going to get into opening up a couple of these figures and just having some fun, spending some time together tonight, guys, because I really appreciate y'all being here on such a surprise live. Because, I thought it'd be fun to spend some time with you guys the day before Thanksgiving and chill and relax and have fun. So, Masterversal Toy Hunter stating, I may phase in and out there, sir, while I edit that Dolph Head sculpt video to drop later on. Hey, absolutely, man. Definitely take your time doing it because I cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait. Danny saying, I was going to say, where's Nolan and Skelly? Well, guys, it's the middle of the week and some people worked all day. I know I did. They may not be up right now. So, and Gamerbird says, I mean, I'll stalk you, pop up in your window yelling, want to play Motu with? Now, Gamerbud, that is how you approach me. If you pop up in my window saying, if you want to play Motu with me, I'm running outside with the castle. We're going to get set up in the yard. It's going to be awesome. Let's do it. And Ray Black saying, probably at home in bed or organizing his Motu figures. He's been doing that a lot lately. With so much coming out, I understand you got to revise the collection. Again, whole episode of Toy Frenzy about revising the collection to make room for all the new stuff we've got coming out because Mattel is not slowing down. They seem to be picking up speed. All right, Emerald Knight Photos plan on doing any Filmation or New Adventures He-Man commentary episodes for the podcast? Well, we haven't talked about it so much yet, but there is possibilities that we may do. I'll keep it in mind, pitch it to the guys, and we'll discuss it a little bit more. I know we've talked about some other things that we're going to be doing for the next episode already, and that'll be out next month because we're only doing one episode a month with the show. But that might be fun to do. And as a matter of fact, GamerBud and our very own Thanos Copter tested this with me when I first opened up the Toy Frenzy Test Discord server. We went ahead and we did a watch party for the Halloween tree on the Discord server, where all of us were able to stream, watch. We were talking as it was going on, so there can be a live commentary feed. And yes, we can probably, well, I'm going to say, yes, we can definitely do live streams while watching the while watching New Adventures of He-Man, while watching 2000X, Filmation, whatever your flavor of He-Man is. As a matter of fact, I know we discussed doing a watch party of the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special coming up. But again, that's going to be on the Patreon exclusive Discord server. I mean, I may pop in there sometime this weekend and try to do a host another watch party in the test Discord server while it's still up. But just so you guys know, the the test server, I'm gonna start removing everything because we are going to be going live very, very shortly with the not test Discord server. So as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and show it off to you guys here. So Bobby has accepted the invite to it. SkeleVader's been a little busy. He has not seen this yet. But if anybody was wondering what this Discord server is going to be looking like and why it has taken so long and why it's not done yet, um, I've actually been putting a lot of work into it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is going to be the Toy Frenzy Patreon exclusive Discord server. Starting, of course, with the open channels of welcome to the frenzy. We got a coffee shop where you can just chit chat and talk with everybody. Toy Frenzy Network here. If you take a look at all the subcategories, you got quests. You talk about your holy grails and what you're searching for. And when you can post it in here, what you're looking for. And then other people are going to try to help you find it. This was an idea that came about toy therapy. So, not toy anxiety, not group therapy. I'm really, really thinking about changing the name of this one as it's too close to another great channel, Toy Anxiety, and their Facebook group for YHS Group Therapy. So, I'm probably going to be changing the name of this, but the concept's still going to be the same, where you just talk about how good it makes you feel. If you're in a dark place, you can reach out and, people will chat with you. Um, if you don't feel like sharing with a whole group of people, you can just post in there you're not doing well, and then somebody will reach out to you privately. But just a good way to contact each other and realize you are not alone with your struggles. So, bulletin board. It's where you're going to be posting some news of stuff about upcoming events and shows. If you got a channel, you got a new live stream coming up, an unboxing video, boom, post it to the bulletin board. Let people know, shout it out. Okay. And again, this server is going to be exclusive to just our Patreons. You could see we got breakdown of toy brands in here, and then inside each of those sub brands and different things where you can post pictures, talk about them is great. You got Mattel here, lined with Motu to start. Even a little thing for Barbie in here for those people that collect Barbies. You know, you go ahead, post about them. You got some Monster High in here. Enchantimals. I didn't even know what this thing was until I was doing research. Enchantimals. Go Google it and check it out, folks. You got Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Jurassic World, and Jurassic Park. If you're a fan of the older Kenner style um, Jurassic Park stuff, go ahead, pop it in there, talk about it. You got your Funko. This is where your Mondo stuff goes, folks. Remember, Funko bought Mondo. Talk about it in there. You got your pops, you got your sodas. You know, boom, right there. Your boutique brands. Four Horsemen's in here. Super Seven, NECA, Hot Toys, Mesco. I will be adding more channels as time goes on too. But we're not stopping there. We're not stopping. This isn't just all about toys. This is about having fun and building a great community of all kinds of people. Share all your passions. You got the game corner in here where we could talk about you got board games, card games, TCG card games, and other card games like Cards Against Humanity and such. Miniature games, miniatures. Your Warhammer 40K fans, I got a spot for you on the Patreon exclusive channel. Tabletop RPGs. If you're into playing D&D, Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, dude, we got a spot for you. Bluebird. All right. I want to see some people in the chat tell me what Bluebird is. I'm not gonna kick into that until I see some replies. Then we've got other stuff here. You got the library. Library, you come to talk about your comics, your books, your magazines. I want to hear it all. We've got the theater, Hollywood and beyond. This is where you're going to talk about your movies. You got the little screen, so your TV shows, live streamers like YouTubers like myself, TikTokers, whatever. Post them in here, talk about them. The stage, the stage. Anybody got an idea what we might talk about on the stage? Like live theater, like Broadway, folks. Concert hall, this is where all your music talk comes to. You got the Forge. The Forge, folks. This is for you customizers. We want to talk about it. We got it. The Hearth. This is for the storytellers. People come to tell stories. So it's almost finished, guys. It really is. And I'm going to be launching it soon. And again, for those of you who are already showing extra support for the channels who have joined and become a Patreon SkeleVader, who have joined and become one of my Patreons, which I only have one of. Thank you, Gamer Bud. Big shout out to you, brother. This is what we're going to have access to, where we can talk about all this kind of stuff here. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to launch it. It will be going live in the next week. And at that time, guys, sadly, I will be shutting down the other server. Well, not shutting it down completely. I'll just be removing people because I'm still going to use it as a test for Skelly and myself and Bobby to test out things for the shows. So we'll still be using it, but we're going to close it out though. Um, so yes, on that, again, yeah, we're going to talk more about that and we'll see what we can do. And Ray Black continuing saying, and then probably more organizing when he gets his castle. You know it. He's never going to stop. Never going to stop. Got to make all that room for Eternia. Scott Baker in the house. What's going on, Scott? Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Oz's Chewbacca growl is a Patreon only, so for your $3 a month, he will purr in your ear like a Wookiee kitten. Sign up today. And Gamerbud is now my number one advertiser of my Patreon. All sales are final and no refunds upon request. That's right, folks. No refunds. Sorry. I got one of these SkeleVader stickers too. That's right, man. He's very selective with those. If you sign up for his Patreon, he does try to send those out to you. So Ray Ken, speaking of dinosaurs, I miss Dino Riders. I completely agree. Like I think it's Mattel has the rights to them right now, and they're just kind of sitting on 'em, which is a shame. You want a SkeleVader sticker of your own? Sign up for the Toy Frenzy Patreon. For your $3, you can get your very own exclusive sticker designed by our very own Oz. Actually, GamerBud, SkeleVader's had that logo since before I signed up with them. I did design the Toy Frenzy logo and my own logo, but I did not design SkeleVader's personal logo. That was his before I came on board. Um, so I can't take credit for that. That's all him. I did finally figure out though how to do a transparent background on it though, because that took a little bit of finagling, but I did get that for him. So yes, that new Eternia Zodak is amazing. I love him so much. Right? Oh, so many different styles. I love it. Absolutely love it. And Zodak, nice. Yes, yes. I see how far behind in the chat I am now, everybody. You will love him. He's so great looking next to the Origin Zodak. That's good. That's good. Because if you see, I got my own Zodak in the Wind Raider down there. So that's great. And I like the new adventures. I was 9 years old. Yeah, man. Look, I don't diss anybody who likes new adventures. I've had more fun and more respect watching it as an older fan who appreciates it more than when I was younger and it was on. And I think that was just mostly due to uh, the fact that it was such a change from what I was used to as He-Man. So Emerald Knight photos, nice. Love the ideas for the new Discord. Good, good. Emerald Knight, you just gotta sign up. My Patreon channel is $3 a month. And that helps for stuff like the StreamYard. Like when you see my Ostradamus Toys logo up here on the thing, I can only do that. Well, I do it through Patreon or not Patreon. I do it through StreamYard because we upgraded that. Also, if you enjoyed things like the Friendsgiving episode, that was due to us being able to have more people on because now we are paying for StreamYard and we want to keep that going. So seriously, every little bit helps. You sign up for, I've only got the one tier, $3 a month. That helps us to afford that. So we really appreciate it. All the money goes right back into the channels. Finally caught a live stream, but I just got to work. Oh no, Black Phoenix. I'm so glad you showed up though, man. Thank you for popping in. And definitely, yeah, catch the replay. And again, everybody smash that like. I really appreciate it. What do you say, folks? You want to get into opening up some toys? I'm gonna do a Wookiee cry here, but GamerBud said it. That's Patreon exclusive, and I kind of gotta agree with him, man. I mean, if I'm gonna sell myself on Patreon, I might as well make some things more exclusive. All right. So never liked New Adventures He-Man. Same with the Netflix She-Ra, but I don't discount it. Just class it as a part of a Masterverse. That's right. That's right. You don't have to accept it as like canon to what what was originally there. But we should all be happy that we are getting more of these properties, especially after they've been gone out of the media for so long. And now we're getting so much more. So even if you don't think of it as like what you truly like, just remember that if they're going to still be making media out of it, then it's good that we have it regardless. So got to keep it up. Right. Emerald Knight Photos signed up for it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yep. Wookie growls and figure feet pics are Patreon exclusives. All right. Yeah. See, that's how hard of a belly laugh that was. Like my whole freaking display was just shaking from that. Thank you, Gabe Bud. All right. And we got Black Phoenix saying, dang it, I gotta go just as you start opening. See you soon. I will definitely see you soon, my friend. And thanks for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it. Awesome Emerald Knight. I agree. I think this is great. I'm so freaking happy right now. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Danny Phillips saying, I don't like Anti Attorney and He Man, but still ordered the Mondo fig. I bet you did. I bet you did, Danny. You and those Mondo figs, man, you make me jealous. I love the fact that you're getting them though. Don't think when I say that it makes me jealous that that upsets me because it doesn't. I'm actually really excited that you get these Mondo figs because then I get to enjoy them through you. So I am always super excited when you post the pictures of your Mondos. Like the pics you posted of Shira, absolutely incredible. So keep it up, man. Keep it up because that's how I'm getting to enjoy them here. All right, guys. Okay. So I'm not going to open up Zodak first. Not going to. I'm going to sit on this guy for a little bit. We're going to sit on, not literally sit on him because I don't want to break him. But I've been excited to open up this Shira figure for a while. I'm a little sad that my sister was not on right now because I know she would love to see this one open. But I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna open up Shira for the first time in about 40 years. Not quite, not for her. It's not 40 years yet, but a good solid 35. Oh man, this feels awesome. I wanted this figure pretty bad when I first started collecting the line. And I was a little upset it never came in a store. I mean, I was upset I'm still having trouble finding all of these in store. Um, it bothers me. I really wish that there was better distribution across this line um, because uh, I want to continue to support it. Well, it's hard to support it if you can't find it in store. And as much as I don't mind when, I can order it online, I like the hunt. I like going out to the stores. I like going out there and doing these. And mind you, it's one of the few things that I have social anxieties, guys. I don't like being out and about with people very often. So I'm just being a little open and a little candid there. Um, I have issues with that. I don't like or enjoy doing it. Um, so this is one of the things that does get me to go out and enjoy hanging out with other people is doing things like this. Well, first off, just like doing these live videos, I love chatting with you all. It's a lot of fun, and but being able to go to a store though and find these toys sitting on a shelf, just something about it makes me feel like a kid again, and I really appreciate that. So, all right, I gotta say, already off the bat, super happy that they did not put the little plastic things through Shira's cape on this one. Or did they? Oh, tell me they did not. Nope, that's just tape in there holding it. Okay. I thought maybe there was a little plastic thing I did not see. But no, it's just the tape holding Shira's cape down. So quick peel of that off, and that's good. Of course, I do wish they had kind of done some like embroidery on the edge of the cape because I definitely see this thing fraying very easily. Um, that being said, though, also her face mask just flew off, but that's okay. And okay, we got one more banding here down at the feet. So I'm gonna pop that off. There we go. All right, guys. Now, I've never been shy about admitting to it, but when I was a kid, sheer toys were my sister's. They were not mine. Even though we played with them together, I played with them with my He-Man toys. The Shira toys were my sister's, and this is actually my first Shira toy that I personally owned, and I think that's really cool. I actually really dig the head sculpt on her. The hair looks great. It's not rooted, which of course is a bit of a bummer, of course. Um, for those of you that got that one that was a con exclusive, PowerCon exclusive, I think it was. Congrats, because that's the definitive way to collect this figure. But there she is. She is a gorgeous looking figure. I love this. Absolutely love it. And of course, we have the little bag over here with her accessories. So we're going to crack this open. All right. So try to catch back up with chat here a little bit. Danny saying he had to on it. Yeah, I agree, man. They had to get that anti-attorney. You know what though? I think Jay definitely did a great job with his video about it. If you haven't watched Mega Jay's video on it, it's a solid one about the Mondo anti-attorney He-Man because he's been on the fence about anti-attorney He-Man ever since he showed up in Origins too. Because he doesn't know a lot about the character. And when he posted his video about it, uh, I think it really surprised him because I really do like that classic head sculpt for it. I think it's outstanding. Uh, New Adventures of He-Man was quite a departure, especially since it came on when I had to get ready for school in the morning. Yeah, yeah, you had to rush, do your thing, and get ready and go to school, and didn't really get a good chance to watch it. Gamer Bud with the smiley. That's right. Always smiling. Smiling Gamer Bud. There you go. Hitting you back with the nickname love you're always giving Bobby. All the new Eternia figures have been great so far. They get better with each wave. I agree. I think the sculpting on these guys just keeps getting better and better. We're slowly seeing them kind of look a lot more towards that level of sculpt that we got with the classics done by the Four Horsemen, which is fantastic. The only disappointing thing about opening Origin Shira is she doesn't smell like the 80s one. I'll be honest, the only toy that I can remember how it smelled from the 80s is between Mossman and Stinkbore. Yes, the distribution of Origins has been difficult here in New Zealand. I'm glad it's not just a US thing. And in the UK. All right, guys. Cool, cool. Let's unite and tell Mattel. We need it's not really Mattel's issue, the distribution. They try to get it out to the retailers. The retailers are just falling on the distribution of this line. It's terrible. We got half wave one and then wave four onwards. See, here we got He-Man and Skeletor wave one. That was it. We did get Battle Cat. We got the Plastic Panther eventually. And then we got the Sky Sled and Prince Adam and didn't have anything. Like I said, I just managed to stumble in one day and there was a Merman and a Zodak. So at some point they got a box of wave which one is this one? This one was wave 3, I want to say. No, I think this was wave 4. No, this was wave 3 cuz wave 4 I think was the Hordak or not Hordak, but the Triclops Ninjor. I can't remember anymore. It's been a while since I've recounted the earlier waves and what they were. But we didn't see anything till really wave 5. Wave 5 showed up with Fisto and 2000X Evelyn and Faker, and those popped up, and that was great. And then from there, we did get a little bit of wave 6 at the beginning of last year. Managed to pick up that whole wave, managed to pick up wave 7, and didn't start seeing anything until wave 8 just started popping up. But I find me a pig head and a spare antenna in a farmer's department store a few weeks back, though. That's good, man. Those guys have been pretty tough to come by for a lot of people. Nice. I got the plastics thingies on Sheer Escape. You did? Oh no. I hate it when they're punched through because it always leaves a hole. I hate that. I see there, Danny Phillips. Yes, much the same here. And Shira Toys were my cousin's Masterverse Shira is my first one. That's awesome because that's a really nice figure too. I don't necessarily feel it was worth the full deluxe price, but she is like the different looks that you can make with her are really great. Good for display. I would borrow Bo sometimes, but not often. Right? Yeah, Bo's pretty cool. I can't wait to see which line we're gonna get him in first. Excuse me. Sorry guys if I just burped on my mic. Yes, no, the old anti-man, there was not my cup of Earl Grey, shall we say. Nice, nice. And Danny Phillips saying, I got the flocked panther for £10 in a sale, but Battle Cat never found one. Never found for over a year. Then I got two. Nice, nice. I managed to get one of the originals, which actually, it's funny. My friend of mine from the UK, a very special friend of mine, got me that for Christmas the first year of 2020 going into 2021. Um, my one friend got me He-Man Skeletor, and then my friend Ray from the UK and my buddy Corey ended up getting managed to get me Battle Cat. So uh, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Without you guys, I wouldn't have most of this. Without my buddy Chris, I would not have the majority of this collection. So yeah, my older sister had Shira toys before I was born. So once I came around, it only made sense to get me He-Man, so we could play together. But we all shared the toys, and I love playing with Shira. It's funny, Game Bud, you say that. I think that was probably similar to what happened with me because again, I can't remember entirely at that age what it was about He-Man that I must have seen or it sparked. Part of me thinks maybe my dad just thought they looked cool, so he was like, "I'm gonna get those for him because those are some cool looking toys." But my sister and I, we definitely played with our He-Man and Shira toys together. So there's probably a good part of it where they started getting my sister the Shira toys, and then decided to get me He-Man. And it certainly wasn't a bad thing that the accessories and all like that were big. Like it wasn't entirely a choking hazard. I bet it could have been, but probably less of a chance of me choking on the power swords or the axe or something like that than say like the little guns from GI Joe figures at the time. So that certainly didn't hurt things. And then one of the other earliest toy lines that I got into that I remember, which again based off of a great cartoon at the time and two very awesome movies, the Ghostbusters. God, I used to love my real Ghostbusters toys. Had the Firehouse, the Ecto 1, Ecto 2. Had Didn't really have many of the initial lineup of guys. Like I always wanted that initial Venkman and definitely wanted that initial, like the whole initial lineup where they look just like from the cartoon. But I had like more of the Fright Features ones and stuff like that a little bit later on. Um, yeah. So aside from her mask that fell, which I'm not gonna try to fumble around and grab off of the floor beneath me here, but got Shiro and the shield there. Look at how awesome this looks. This is so great. I absolutely love seeing this. And I don't know. I might try to make like a custom shield mount for the wall of Grayskull where I can mount it with the Sword of Honor and of course Sword of Power. So put the card over there, put the comic over there. I've actually already got two of these comics because I got the rest of this wave early on. But I do like having the additionals. Probably do some kind of collage thing at some point with extras because you get four every wave. I like to collect at least two in a set. That way, both myself and I collect an entire set for my son, and the only ones he doesn't get in his collection are those Mattel Creations exclusives. So, Gimbra with, yeah, my sister has helped me with most of my collection. She always checks the toys when she goes to Target and Walmart, then calls me asking if I need this or that. She is absolutely amazing. Gimbra, why doesn't your sister come hang out with us in the chat ever? Or, I mean, like, is this your domain where you kind of get away from her a little bit? Because again, I could definitely understand that. But I mean, I'm surprised she doesn't watch the channels and stuff with you too, because she seems to be kind of into some of the same stuff. Dan Phillips, my cousin made me a Shira outfit for a Barbie when I was about 6. They never made one back then, and I wanted one so bad. Nice, that's awesome. I absolutely love when people can do soft goods. I think that's really, really creative. For me, my first He-Man was Battle Armor, and then soon after, the Secret of the Sword came out, and then the Power Hour with He-Man and She-Ra took up my afternoon. Totally, man. I think it was like the first time I ever like really focused in on a block of television, like a full solid block. And the first wave of real Ghostbusters were awesome. Took Vankman to school, to a school show and tell. Absolutely. I also had that the purple ghost with the big eye. So I was like flipping my lid when I found out that Hasbro was re-releasing those. But unfortunately, at the time, being very selective about what I collected, so I stuck with just Origins, and I kind of missed out on the wave. And there's a small part of me now that kind of regrets that. But you got to pick and choose what you collect, especially when you're collecting on a budget, right? So, you got to make choices. And to me, the Masters Universe line just it meant a lot more to me. So, that Etsy page I was showing you in DMs has a 3D printed filmation sword, axe, and shield for Shira, along with her filmation crown. Nice, yeah. And again, I've seen his store before. He's got a lot of good stuff. I talk to her a lot about Motu, and she gets kind of annoyed from time to time. So this is my place where I can spew all my nonsense and give her a break. Of course, man, that's what it's all about. Like, you come in here, we're all just as passionate as you, and yeah, definitely, it's a good place for you to be, man. Absolutely love it. But I'll tell her you have invited her to join. Yeah, of course. Why not? Haha, the Power Hour. We had that here after My Little Pony, Care Bears, and the Moon Dreamers. Yes, yes. Yeah, I remember. I do remember My Little Pony, of course, because my sister had some of those as well. Care Bears, we both had our own little bears. Mine was Champ. Um, and Moon Dreamers. I actually didn't remember Moon Dreamers until recently. Somebody brought it up, and I had to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, my sister says thank you, Oz. Well, absolutely, it's my pleasure. Gamer Bud's sister, as I don't know her name, and probably for giving her a break. Yeah, more than likely. Absolutely. You can always come talk Masters Universe with me anytime you like because I love talking about it. And I know some people who are probably tired of hearing me talk about it too. Not you guys, though. You guys are here all the time hearing me talk about it. So I really appreciate it. I don't even know how many people are even watching anymore right now. I know I got Danny, I know I got Emerald Knight Photos, and I know I got Gamer Bud in the chat. Her name is Angie or Ange. Well, Ange, you're welcome. Glad I could give you a break. We always love having Bud here and chilling with us and enjoying things. But she may join in one night if she's not busy. Okay, absolutely. All are welcome here. Wish Cops the animated series would make a comeback. That would be pretty cool. I think that would be neat. Um, Honestly, though, like, do you guys remember when they tried to make a because it wasn't just cops. You guys remember when they tried to make like a police academy cartoon stuff like that? I used to love the police academy movies. I look back on watching some of those now, and I'm like, why did my parents let me watch these? Honestly, I'm surprised you're not sick of me yet with how much I talk. Never, gamer bud. You're good, man. You are good. It was a My Little Pony and Friends hour. Had the Moon Dreamers and the Glowworms. See, I remember the Glowworms because we used to have one of the Glowworms right up there with our Cabbage Patch dolls. I had my buddy, and my sister had, my kid's sister, and then also had my favorite, which was my pet monster. I love it. I'm still trying to get my hands on one. I want one of the original ones. I don't want one of those newer ones that looks friendlier. I want the original, nasty, mean looking My Pet Monster, the big orange manacles. Duchess of Darkness still here. Thank you, Duchess. I really appreciate it. Ray Ray Ken as well, still here. Glad to have you guys. Ray Ray Ken, I'm glad I could just talk you through the morning for you, bud. Glad I could do that. And I love the little Rosie cartoon with Roseanne Barr. That was fun, man. That was fun. I used to really, really enjoy Roseanne. Uh, so I had my buddy, because in real life my name is Buddy, and my sister had kid sister too. That's right, man. See, me and Gamer Bud were like living parallel lives across the U.S. from one another. I love glowworms. The cartoon is back to back with My Little Ponies. That's right, man. That's right. And Popples. Yes. Yes, the Popples as well. And like Disney had some really cool shows that were a little bit later, not quite at the same time, but stuff like, of course, like everybody remembers DuckTales and Tailspin, but their Gummy Bears cartoon. I remember the Gummy Bears cartoon. That thing was fun. Yep, Police Academy cartoon is another WTF cartoon with RoboCop and Rambo. Right? Right? And as being a big fan of the Kenner Aliens and Predator toys, I'm a little sad we never got to see that, them attempt to make that true. Like, there's that one production shot kind of thing that people say was like the precursor to it. I just think they realized they could never get that thing off the ground if they tried. You're my better looking Motu brother. I don't know about the looks there, gamer, but I mean, I'm all right, but gummy bears. That's right. That's right. I got a buddy who I tortured and tormented with some gummy bears. Uh, if he were here and I started going gummy bears, he would get real upset by that. What do they have on the gummy bear juice to make them jump up that high? I'll tell you what I really think's in there. Let's just say they took it out of the Coca Cola we all like to drink. So, on to the next toy now that I seem to have caught up with the chat a little bit. We're going to dig into Roboto. This was one of my all time favorites as a kid. Really, really loved Roboto. I loved swappable hands. I loved the gears spinning in the chest. I loved the little flapping motion with the mouth under the visor. And to be honest, like, we're just talking about RoboCop in the cartoon for that. I just always thought this was like RoboCop on steroids as a kid, because they still had like that single slit visor going all the way across there. Yeah, Eternian RoboCop. So let's get this one open. And again, when I open these guys up, I don't do the you guys have seen when I've opened up those Mattel creations where I actually cut it away from the package. With these ones, I just kind of tear open, but I do it neatly to try to preserve as much of the card as possible. Um, but yeah, because I do love the artwork on these cards. So I do try to keep it as in good a shape as I possibly can. But the chances are, I'm just going to start cutting these tops off. Cut those tops off, and I'm going to put those in a photo album. Who knows? I might sit here one day and just go live, like in the middle of a Saturday, with some photo albums, and I'll host the Awesome Verse scrapbooking section. You know, that's what we'll do. The Awesome Verse scrapbooking. Everybody get a photo album. Get your Motu cards. We're gonna cut them up so that we just get that top portion with the beautiful artwork, and we're all gonna sit here and we're gonna scrapbook together. Okay, folks. That's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be we're gonna do that probably like a Saturday midday. I don't know. I don't know. Danny, you're from the future. We're in the past for you. So you tell me, what do you think? Should we do that on like a Saturday midday? Would that be good for you? That's right, folks. Danny Phillips from the future. You know it. 5 hours ahead of the rest of us. He knows what's going to happen 5 hours from now. We're all going to be asleep, maybe. I don't know. Duchess doesn't ever seem to sleep. Some people think I don't sleep, but the truth is, I do get a little bit of sleep every day. I actually had, figuratively speaking, ask me that the other day. He's like, "Do you ever sleep?" Because I was up early working on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning doing my channel work, and he just asked me. He goes, "Do you ever sleep?" And I said, "When I need to." It's been a lot more lately. I'm getting older. Um, Sleep is demanding more. Also, I'm working again, and even though I'm sitting at a desk for 8 hours, it's a little mentally exhausting, which is a whole different kind of tired. Um, feel it a little bit more, and especially with the particular work I do, it can be extremely taxing. Uh, but I make it through every day, and you know what? At the end of the day, just kind of go, you know what? Today's over. Tomorrow's a new one. So that's how that works, folks. Try not to let work stressors roll into your personal life. It's never worth it. It's never good. So, pulling out these beautiful arm accessories, absolutely love it. Feels good to have those. I mean, I got some of these with the Kane figure. I'm kind of surprised Kane didn't come with an axe hand as well. He only got the claw and the gun. He did not get the axe. And then the Fiend figure from the Masters of the WWE Universe, he had an axe, but it was not the same axe. It was a different axe. He also had like a mace as well, which was pretty cool. So same gimmick, but different weapons, which was neat. And then I love the fact that the Steve Austin figure for the Bionic Redneck came with silver versions of all of Trapjaw's weapons. So we got to focus. Oh, it makes a noise. Oh, I could do this. Oh, it's so satisfying. There he is, folks. You see it? We got that action going. Wait a minute. Are his gears not turning? Are his gears? Oh, no, they're turning. Okay. Now that I look at it head on, the gears are turning in there. So that's good. I was a little worried there. It didn't look like they were spinning. Um, yes. Gosh. 40 years later, and I still absolutely love this figure. Oh, man. To have this in my hand again, you have no idea how awesome that feels to me. Gosh, 'cause I just remember loving this toy so much as a kid, and to have that feeling of holding him so fresh and like renewed because I can actually move his arms around and stuff now. This is great and fantastic. It's a shame that I've got like some of those molding lines from that. I mean, we all know when we have this type of plastic that you get some weird, that silvery, glittery plastic. Sometimes you get some weird lines from how it pours. And if you look, you can see, I don't know if I can get that like line going down the middle there. So it looks kind of like I got a battle damaged roboto. That's what it is. I have battle damaged roboto. I'm okay with this. That is acceptable because that just proves how awesome he is. You know, he was in a hard fight and he still came out kicking. I'm down with that. Roboto, you are the robot man. You are the Robo Man. All right, time to catch up with the chat again. Now that I've got another figure open. Yes. Okay, so let's scroll it back here. Okay. So I remember leaving off. Yeah, mentioned about what the gummy bears drank. What was in their drink? We all know. Ray Ray Ken knows. He's laughing. That's right. And Emerald Knight photos. Yes, I always thought Aliens from Kenner had a cartoon based on how much marketing they had invested. I believe they had a mini comic with each figure. They did. And one of the cool things that I can say now is, and of course, I got to go digging through some boxes to find them. I have the entire line of the mini comics from the Kenner Aliens versus Predator line. All of those little mini comics that came with the toys have every single one of them because when I rebought the collection for my son, um, I made sure to buy every single figure that came with a mini comic, brand new in packaging, and made mint on card collectors weep so hard. As a matter of fact, I showed off a couple weeks ago. I had the Queen from the Queen Alien Hive playset, the only playset for the line. If you look it up and you see what that's going for, brand new in box, this thing still had the plastic around it from the factory, brand new in box. That's how new it was. And I relished opening it and taking every part of it out. I really should not beat up on mint on card collectors because, again, you collect the way you like, collect the way that makes you happy. But it just makes me a little happier knowing that I just opened something that was, you know, 30 years old, stayed brand new that whole time, and I was just like, nope, gonna open it. Gamer, but I never had Roboto as a kid, so when I saw him as a Origins, I was gonna pass on him. But after seeing the Revelation, fell in love with him so hard and had to have him. So glad I could find him on BBTS. Absolutely, man. When they relaunched this wave, I was like kind of losing it. And again, my buddy Corey, he did the pre-order for him. Now, even when we pre-ordered them, it said they weren't going to be out until like November. So I was like, oh man. And then people started getting them, and I was like, what about mine? Where's mine? How come I haven't got mine yet? And then finally they showed up. They showed up last week. I was hoping to have them in time for Friendsgiving. Unfortunately, I was not able to get them. So today, I definitely made a point to get out there and pick them up from his place, so that I could do this little unboxing video tonight. I mean, SkeleVader's package showed up today, so I was going to do one anyway. Um, but the fact that I was able to go pick up these big bad toy store goodness, that definitely helped. So, do you all remember the Killer Tomatoes? Absolutely, it was a live action movie that I don't think quite anybody understood, but then the cartoon came out, and for some reason, I love that stupid cartoon, especially all the weird tomatoes they had. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. There you go. A little bit of singing from us. You're all welcome. We use the box art from Motu as wallpaper on the boys' room. That is an awesome mural that you have on the boys' room. Just gonna say it. That is awesome. Yo, a scrapbooking stream would be great. I honestly was thinking of doing that for my card backs too, and for the Masterverse figures. All right, so there we go. We're gonna do it anytime, but I'm up all hours. All right, yeah, we're gonna do that then. Again, Jay don't sleep. That's true. Jay's like me. Jay definitely does not sleep like nearly as much as I think he should. Emerald Knight saying, "Yep, I remember Killer Tomatoes." What about Fantastic Max? Why does that sound familiar? See, I don't remember Fantastic Max as much, but like it sounds familiar. Talk about it more. I love it. Yes, the Masterverse art was gonna collage or something. Yeah, definitely. Like, cause again, I know a lot of people like keeping the boxes, and I totally get it. Totally get it. But again, Space Danger wise, if you don't have like a nice long shelf like what Ray has, where he has all of his stacked with the side art, which looks phenomenal, by the way. Sometimes these guys take up a lot of space with these boxes, and that art is just too gorgeous not to save. So Gamerbud showed he cuts his off so he can get rid of like 40. He get rid of about 60% of this package. He saves the inside card backs and uses them for photos, and then he has the art as well. And I think that's a great idea. And really, I'm thinking that's probably going to, I don't know though. I don't for these ones because I like them a little. I like the style of these boxes. I don't know. I got to think about the new Eternia ones. Probably will though. Oh, hey, by the way, news drop. What was it? Late last week, and not a lot of people are talking about it. We're getting the Dark Horse mini comics starting, or I say mini comics. We're getting the Dark Horse New Eternia comics starting in February. That's awesome. Totally awesome. Love the Killer Tomatoes. Thank you, Danny Phillips. Appreciate it. 6 hours of sleep weekdays and 8 hours on the weekends. That's a good sleep schedule, Rare. I gotta admit, that is a good sleep schedule. I do Emerald, I do, and Toxic Crusaders and Jason and the Wheeled Warriors. See, I don't remember Jason and the Wheeled Warriors. Definitely, of course, remember the Toxic Crusaders, like big part of the 90s kind of like that eco kind of comeback thing, like really trying to start taking better care of the planet and all like that, which I totally agreed with. We had Captain Planet, GI Joe went to war against pollution. What they sent Flint up with his own team to fight pollution. There was a big kickback about cleaning up the earth in the 90s, and I really think we got to keep up with it. I can see where it's made a bigger impression on the generation that grew up through the 80s. So, born in the 70s, grew up through the 80s and into the 90s, as well as kids that were born in the 80s and grew up through the 90s, where a lot of us seeing that in cartoons plastered all over the TVs, plastered on Saturday mornings, pick up your trash, throw this away, recycle, reuse. Like we became a lot more conscious about it. And I can see a lot more of that impact today, but there's still so much waste out there that we could try to reuse. Save your trash, make some art out of it, guys. I'm kind of bummed the Masterverse Revelation Roboto doesn't have a purple translucent half of the power sword, and he doesn't have his hammer arm for when he is forging the sword. You know what, Gamer Bub? You may be upset he doesn't have it, but there is a customizer out there who is going to be absolutely willing to make that part for you. So we're not going to miss out. We're just going to give somebody other than Mattel the money for it, and they're going to wish maybe we would put that in their pockets. Yeah, if you put the gun arm on and turn him fast, it sounds like the gun is going off and a spray a blast. I remember that. I totally remember that from your stream now, and that was great. I was so happy having him in my hand, using his feature, and it's the moments like those that I cherish with these figures. Absolutely, especially just getting that gimmick back. Toxic Crusaders is another WTF figure for kids. Yeah, it is. Because again, if you've seen the original Trauma films, like, yeah, who looked at that and said, you know what? I'm going to make a superhero cartoon about pollution for kids. And along with Swamp Thing, you are amazing. Yeah, Swamp Thing was another real go. We got several of these like rated R movies out of it. And then they were like, we're turning to kids. And again, it was another fight against pollution type thing. And on top of that, they even made it a live action TV series. So Emerald Knight Photos, as being a member of our Patreons now, when we start doing these live streams, by the way, you will be able to jump in on some of these on the watch parties we're going to do, where we've talked about doing Saturday morning cartoons at night, and we have access to everything. If it was on a Saturday morning cartoon lineup, I've we have access to it, and we can all watch it, together, as opposed to streaming it on here where we get shut down. Fast Food Fighters was the weirdest toy for me. Yeah, the Barnyard Commandos and the Food Fighters and all like that was such weird toys, but they were a lot of fun to play with though. Had those as well. The hot dog, aka Mean Wiener. Well, yeah, I said Mean Wiener on my channel, guys. I had the pizza one. You guys are awesome. I love you. I love seeing this inner chat amongst you guys. I was kind of hoping we would get some weapon and accessory pack from Masterverse Origins. You know what? Guess what? Guess what? Just because we don't have it yet doesn't mean we won't have it eventually. They're paying attention to stuff that we're saying. They're getting a better idea of what we want, and I really, really imagine that they could deliver on it. And you know what would be cool is if they did it like a weapons rack set, where like maybe produce some more of those like weapons racks, because you got the sculpted weapon rack from uh Snake Mountain coming out. You've got the weapons racks from Grayskull. And if they release those with like some extra weapons and stuff with it, so that way you have places to put them, I think it'd be great. Yo, Swamp Thing live action series was the best. Swamp Thing is my favorite DC hero. Nice, nice. That's great. I was always a fan of Batman was my main go-to when it came to the DC guys. However, I was really big into the DC Vertigo stuff because it was a little darker, a little edgier. It reminded me more like that Frank Miller style Batman. Felt almost like, well, what if Tim Burton started doing DC comics? Because again, it was around the time of 1989 Batman movie. And so like DC Vertigo stuff was really cool. And I was so excited to finally see them bring Sandman live to Netflix. I was like, wow, I've been waiting for this for ages. So I've had some of the Kenner toys, and one day I'd love to get some of them back. I agree. I really enjoyed the Kenner Swamp Thing toys. I thought they were great. You guys saw that video I did about Dream Project coming up for my own custom freight zone, where I want to reuse the couple of the only two Swamp Thing play sets I want to reuse in my freight zone idea. Nice odds. Looking forward to it. Absolutely, Emerald Knight. That was part of like that idea for that Halloween stream was just to test out to see how it worked. Internet connection was a little rocky on my end. We're gonna find a workaround. Gamerbud helped save that night, by the way. Um, if we do get a weapon pack, it might not be the same items as the vintage one, because we are getting a lot of the items with Wondar and Mossman. Uh, but I would not be mad at getting some extras if they do. I agree. Always love extras. So yeah, I love the DC Swamp Thing series. Gutted only had one season. Yeah, the newer live action Swamp Thing series. The one I was talking about was an old one that used to air like at 11 a.m., like right after the cartoon showed on Saturday mornings. The Swamp Thing live action series used to air Saturday afternoons, like right after cartoons went off. Right after, the 6 hour long toy commercial we all watched as kids. Then Swamp Thing, the live action series came on. I never actually saw the DC's newer Swamp Thing series, but I was really excited for it. So I was definitely very sad to hear they canceled it. Yeah, Danny, the DC universe was hitting its stride before getting the legs cut out. I agree. They were finally getting some good stuff going. Now it's like, no, we're not going to support it anymore. The Batman comic where Jordan was holding Abby Arcane in Gotham and Swamp Thing got so mad he overgrew the entire city in vines and was threatening to collapse the city if they didn't give her back. Yeah, Swamp Thing is a beast. Uh, they made loads of them for classics. Can't see why they won't. That's right. Yeah, we had like, God, we only ever had like one official kind of accessory pack for the vintage toys. And that was a really cool set. I liked it because at the time I'd lost my He-Man Power Sword, so getting that blue one, getting those blue accessories was really cool. And when they re-released that pack in Classics, I thought that was a neat thing that they did. And then they released more with extra weapons for characters that they kind of planned to do but didn't. I mean, Scott Knight like talks about it on his channel, Spectre Creative. I don't watch him as much as I used to, but I did watch quite a lot of his videos for a very long time about his, just the different stories he talks about classics and his times at working at Mattel. And he's got a lot of insight that just nobody else can provide right now. And it was really, really cool to see, the inner workings of while classics was kind of going on at Mattel. It's really nice to get that perspective. I don't remember the older Swamp Thing series. I did used to watch Isis and Shazam. Nice. Well, I had the VHS. Yeah, and of course, the Alan Moore run of Swamp Thing was the best and introduced me to Constantine, which is my second favorite character. It's funny because, again, I found Constantine through Vertigo with the Sandman series. So that's pretty cool. Now I feel like I already kind of felt bad enough that I was going to do a live stream the same night that Dole was doing Gotham City Tonight. And now here we're all talking about DC Comics, so I feel like I'm really stepping on his toes tonight. Let's back off that a little because I love Dole. Absolutely love Dole. I enjoy doing streams with him. I enjoy watching him on Toy Anxiety on Gotham City tonight. I am a little sad that I missed him tonight, but I'm having fun talking with all of you guys. Having a blast here. Wonder what they got planned for Motu Revolution. Maybe the Horde Snake Men. With Revolution, we can guarantee the Horde. Or actually, I kind of like this idea. What if we hold back on the Horde? What if we do the Snake Men? No mention of the Horde, no mention of Skeletor, and what's going on there. And the Snake Men come back instead, and we have a whole season of that. And then at the end, the Horde rises with Skeletor being like techno organic, kind of like the new adventure Skeletor, and then the Horde comes. That might be neat to do. Like, oh man, they the heroes are really beaten down after fighting the Snake Men and everything that's going on with them, and they're like, "Phew, finally we can chill, no more Skeletor. This is great." And then bam, the Horde shows up, and they're like, "Oh crap, what are we gonna do now?" The Horde we know are coming. That's right. Yeah, we definitely know the Horde's coming because that little tease at the end of Revelations was really good. Bug, I think Shatner will be Zodak, not Hordak. Hey man, I'm just saying I kinda hope that we do get Shatner's at SkeleVader has made it to the chat. Now it's feeling like a toy frenzy in here. Skelly, you didn't see when I unboxed everything that you sent me, but man, more of the world's smallest action figures. This is awesome. That's puzzle over here. Loving that. And I was saying how the sticker showing it off, SkeleVader sticker. Guys, you can get this for becoming a Patreon of SkeleVader's channel himself. He's got these stickers. This, again, after this video, nobody will ever end up seeing it again on live stream because it's going to go on the other side of my laptop. So, unfortunately, it will never be on camera again. Skelly, man, this is awesome. This is so cool. And I said, this is going to stay on card. This guy is going to be staying on card. And GamerBud already pitched it. Apparently, now, if you become my Patreon, I'll send you a message where I will do my Chewbacca call. So, yeah, people have got to sign up from that. But this is phenomenal. I love it. It's going to go up on the wall. Stay on card. Thank you. This is so cool. Now I feel like I kind of got to get you a Han Solo. I'll be the Chewie, you be the Han Solo. I'm big and hairy. You're suave and a little more debonair. You got that smuggler's kind of fashion. I like it. There we go. Found out. I was talking about how this actually brings back a lot of joy to me for specific reasons. I'll talk to you more about it off of here and in one of our chat threads. I'll talk a little bit more about that. You've already missed it though. I've opened up my Roboto and Shira came to. I got them. I got them, and I still have another Shira to open. Sorry, I can't give this out to anybody because I have plans for these. Um, but I do love that. Absolutely love it. I'm so happy it came. Very excited. And again, Skelly, we've talked about there's going to be like a Saturday midday show I'm going to do where we're going to spend some time scrapbooking our Motu. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut up card backs, take the top artwork off. We're going to scrapbook in a photo album, all kinds of craziness. It's going to be neat. It's going to be really fun. But what I'm most happy about is that you did make it in time. I'm going to be doing the unboxing of the new Eternia Zodak that you sent me. Thank you so much again for this. This is amazing. Like, so awesome. I've been eyeing this figure up since they announced him. I thought it was like one of the coolest looking Zodak figures of all time. I like it better than classics. I'm loving the look. I like it better than the original Zodak. Uh yeah, wow. This thing is phenomenal. So thank you, brother. Thank you so much for getting this out to me. Like, I am overjoyed and happy from it. So, as he's jumped in, and then I kind of just went on a tangent and completely ignored just to get him caught up here since he missed some of it. I'm glad you're back from your ship, brother. It's great. Definitely missed you in the chats last few days. So, everybody's saying, hey to Skelly. That's right. Yes, like new Attorney of Skeletor. That's what I've been thinking. See, there you go. Yeah, we got it. Duchess rolling out the praise for Skelly as well. And King Randor needs to bite it, right? Bring on King Adam. We'll see. If we lose Randor in the next season in Revolution, I want to see him go down like a hero though. Like a real I want to see him slap everybody in the face with a whopper. You know it. So just getting back from the trip, bring on Despara. That would be awesome. I'd love to see that. And glad you like it. Absolutely, brother. Love it. Loving it. Nice. Woohoo. Yeah, you made it, bro. You made it. Agreed. He is the best version, in my opinion, too. Right? I mean, he is an awesome, awesome figure. Skelly, try to type something in the chat. I think I may have accidentally hit you on timeout, and I don't know why. Try to type in the chat, and if it doesn't work, send me a message on Messenger so I can get you added. Let me see here, because it's not giving me the option. That's funny. I can go ahead and meet. Okay, no, I didn't. You're good. Because I just checked Emerald Knights. For some reason it didn't pop up the three dots on these guys. Sometimes when I'm scrolling down and I click, it just happens to be right where that the three dots come down, and then I'm always worried I accidentally muted somebody or put them in timeout and I didn't mean to. I'm not trying to quiet anybody down. I want y'all to be rowdy. I don't care that it's midnight here. I want you to be rowdy. I think we've lost some viewers as we've gone on. A couple people I haven't seen in the chat since. Black Phoenix was in the chat tonight. It was awesome. He finally made it out to one of the lives, but he was just getting to work, so unfortunately he had to leave. But yeah, it was good to have him here. It's good to have him here. Emerald Knight's been with us the whole night. He is now a Emerald Knight is the second Ozhole. So there you guys go. You heard me say it. If you sign up for my Patreon, you get the title of being an Ozhole. Now I'm probably going to get banned by YouTube for calling people that, saying I'm a bully or something. We'll see. If they need it in writing, I'll start going ahead and I don't know, maybe putting in the closed captioning so they can understand that no, that's not what I said. I said this instead. You can see it spelled out. So, can I just say I love the design of his staff. I think this is so cool. I love the fact that it comes like two billy clubs like Daredevil, and then you could combine it for the big staff. Seems that mine is not fitting together so well. And I'm a little worried about forcing it because I don't want to break it. I mean, I like the fact that it's a tight fit. Somebody put it in the chat. You know you want to. Okay, got it together. Gosh, this thing is awesome. Nobody's putting it in the chat. Y'all are letting me down. If Kayla Silver were in my stream, she would have said it by now. It's a tight fit. Nobody's gonna do it. His gun, of course, which is great. Just recently found out on a video that this was originally meant to be a mace or a gun. It's kind of be more like a tunfa, you know, kind of hold it like that. Of course, it's really hard to do when my hand is as big as it is, and that's as small as it is. All right, so now we're getting the guy out of the box. Okay, see where my twist ties are. All right, since nobody's gonna say it, I'm gonna just put it out there. That's what she said. There it is. Emerald Knight got it finally. Thank you, Emerald Knight. All right. Okay, enough dilly dallying trying to push those back through. We're cutting them. Little snip, little snips. Sound like Anakin. except that I don't mind the sand so much. Alright, got one up here around the arm as well. That's actually already almost fed through. So I should be getting another new Eternia figure very soon. Can't wait for that thing to arrive. That's going to be awesome to do. I'll be doing an unboxing video. Probably, probably. It's old news for people, but it's going to be new news for me, and I'm okay with that. I like it. I don't mind being a little bit behind the times and a little behind the waves. I go at my own pace. But the cool part about that is I don't have to review it like it's brand new. You can watch 1,000 videos about that. You guys can just watch me open it and see the joy and delight on this old grumpy face. There we go. Cutting that out. But I agree. Yeah. Hate the snips. Oh man. This is so awesome to finally have in hand. He is a meaty figure too. Woof. Love these double jointed knees. They're a little stiff, so I'm not gonna mess with them too much to get some hot water treatment on there. I love this little holster on the side for the gun. I just think that's great. Like this guy feels like a cosmic enforcer. Dude feels like an intergalactic cop. I'm down with that. All right. So, that's right. And hate those snips. I agree, man. Like, I feel like if I pull them too hard, they're gonna cut into the plastic, and I don't like that. So I either gotta cut them or feed them through the holes, and sometimes it doesn't work. Battle armor He-Man? No, sad to say, not yet. Not yet. It will not be the battle armor He-Man. However, I'll just go ahead and say it now. It's gonna be New Attorney of Beastman. Uh, my sister could have bought them. I've seen them in store a lot and was planning on it, but my sister was shopping at a flea market out by her. She lives in Indiana. And so the flea markets around me, the guys that sell toys at these flea markets, they all know what they've got and they know how much they should be charging for it. As far as they want to make some profits. You know what? I do like him holding the sticks. So I will put his again, I just love these little shoulder pauldrons that he has. I think this is so neat. This is such a cool feature. I love it. Gosh. The original Zodak figure, he was an oddball. He looked like a hero, but he had parts of a villain and just he was a bit of an oddball. So I kind of liked him for that. But this guy, like I felt kind of like Zodak was just a mix and match hodgepodge of thrown together leftover parts. Like we need to make another character. Come to find out, I was kind of right. Um, this like I don't know. He just feels so much more impressive as this. I'm really digging it. I like this. See, I thought maybe they just added like an extra piece over top of his loincloth, over top of like the standard loincloth. But I see no, that is a sculpted new loincloth for him. He's got like this piece here. That's its own thing. I like that. I think the Beastman has that too, isn't it? The Revelations Beastman, he has that same kind of thing. So it's not like new for him. Um, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually don't have the Revelation Beastman. I didn't pick up the Revelation waves of the I didn't pick up the Revelation waves of the figures. I didn't get Masterverse until the new Eternia started coming out. My first one, of course, was Viking He-Man, and then I've got Barbarian Skeletor back there. I've got version 2 of Revelation Teal. I did get her because I really like that sculpt. Um, and then I got the 40th anniversary. Now I have New Eternity Zodak. So thank you again, Skelly. I really appreciate it. So, hey Vader, I walked away and came back to the comment on the screen. That's what she said. That's right. I I was just saying, Ray, Zodak's staff was a tight fit. Oh, New Attorney Beastman with the OG look is awesome. I agree. I think it's great. I think it's awesome the fact that I can pop off the pauldrons on this Zodak, and now he looks more like that old school Zodak. I could do the head swap on the He-Man, and he does look relatively like the original He-Man. I mean, he's got his shoulder pauldrons on his armor, but again, he still looks close enough to that original that it's not bad. It's not too far away from that. So I like that about this figure. Skeletor too. You can swap some things off the Skeletor. He comes with that alternate head. You can make him look like the original Skeletor. Uh, so the new Eternia figures all basically come with two looks based on how you kind of want him to be displayed, and I dig that. It seems they're moving a little further away from that now, a little bit less with that with these new Eternia figures. Like it's like this is the new Eternia look, and this is how he's gonna look for you. But it's still slight yet. It's still just very slight. Oh, Gamer Bud here. Pro tip for those plastic snips. Either use a nail clipper or take a small sharp knife and cut a line where it punches through the plastic shell, and you can just pull them off with ease. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I go from the back, right where it pulls against that hole, and I just lift it up, and then the knife that I have is extremely sharp, and I basically just tap it, and that thing cuts through. Doesn't take a whole lot with this guy. It's a very nice knife. Jitsu is a great Masterverse figure too. His face sculpt is perfect. I agree. I really like that. Um, which is great because the Jitsu Origins figure, you either got a decent face or you got a really wonky looking face with him. It's pretty rough. Okay, I didn't see I was in the bathroom when you were cut. Oh no, yeah, yeah. It's how you got to do it because if you try to cut in from the front, you got a chance of gouging the figure. So if you go at it from the back of the blister and you just pull it right at that hole and you just tap it a little bit, it snaps right off. Yeah, the newest New Eternia figures have one look like Too Bad, Jitsu, and Stratos. Well, even with Jitsu, he still has a little bit of options. Like you don't have to put the mask on him. You can take off like his little wooden skirt kind of thing, and you'll still look a little bit more like the original. Too Bad definitely is like all in on the new look, which isn't very different from the old look, to be completely honest. But again, I like the two-bar side. He's got the holster and everything like that for the gun, showing that more tech bounty hunter look kind of deal that he had from the 2000X version. And Badra, like his side, like you can see, it's got like the melee, more the melee combat, but the twin axe, the heraldry of like the two mercenary houses kind of thing idea with this again new Eternia version of them. I'm really digging it. I really like what they're doing. It's very different from what we're used to, and not in a bad way. It's in a complete, totally awesome new way. So that's definitely been great. All right, guys. Well, to be honest, I mean, aside from building a 500-piece puzzle here, I think that about wraps it for what we're doing tonight. But I just wanted to come on, spend some time with everybody. We got Thanksgiving coming. It is officially here on the East Coast is after midnight. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And again, as it stands, and being thankful for everybody, or what I'm thankful for, of course, most is I'm thankful for you guys. You guys definitely. If it wasn't for y'all coming here week after week, I wouldn't keep doing these streams. There'd be no point. But having you guys here each week, following along, following me on Instagram, chatting with me in the chats and stuff like that. Uh, you guys definitely drive and help keep me wanting to do this. I really enjoy spending time with all of you. I want to give thanks to all of my family who's helped support me over the years and keeps me going. My very close friends, Corey and Ziggy. You guys have heard me talk about with them a little bit on the channel because if it wasn't for those two guys, that whole display back there with all my origins on it wouldn't be there. It just wouldn't. There wouldn't be anything. These guys have really helped, support me over the past couple years because I had a bit rough. But things are getting a lot better. More things are on the way. Again, as I grow this channel too, especially, we're going to be definitely. Again, all everything you guys do here helps support this channel. I try to pay it forward into the channel to bring you guys even better and more awesome content for myself. And working closely with SkeleVader and Vintage Motu, we all try to bring you the best content that we can, and we're going to keep doing it because you guys seem to really like it, and we really enjoy giving you guys everything. So, starting off here, Emerald Knight Photos has said favorite 2000X episode. Absolutely, is so good. I love that whole series. And again, happy Thanksgiving. Everybody shouting it out down here. And it's not just happy Thanksgiving to me, it's happy Thanksgiving for everybody here tonight, far and wide. Danny Phillips, I know it is like freaking 5 o'clock in the morning for you, brother. So thank you very much to be here. Uh, you know, I know you guys don't necessarily celebrate Thanksgiving over there, but you should take a moment today and be thankful with everybody for what you have, even if it's not Thanksgiving where you're at. Ray Ken, I know if you're still here, definitely give thanks over in Manila. We appreciate it. And saying good night, Oz, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Absolutely, Ray Black. I mean, I know you guys had your Thanksgiving last month, so happy Thanksgiving to you guys again. For sure, up in Canada, and everybody just saying good night, and everybody, and Thanksgiving to everybody in the chat. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Duchess. I really appreciate you being here. I know you're coming hot off of your own premiere video. So it's definitely a pleasure to have you here tonight. Thank you so much. And again, guys, if you have not listened to Duchess's scary Thanksgiving stories, oh my God. They were great tonight. And there is some crazy stuff in there. Go give it a listen, give it a like, give her channel a subscription if you haven't already. It's fantastic. And she does Wicked Wednesday every Wednesday night. I won't be going live every Wednesday night, folks. This was just a special thing because we're not doing a toy frenzy tomorrow. I wanted to jump on here and do this unboxing since SkeleVader's package showed up. And I was glad that you guys all managed to make it out and join me tonight, as this was a surprise live that I wasn't even sure I was going to do. So great stream, Oz. Fun as always. Thanks, gamer, but I appreciate it. Wish you could have joined me on tonight's Mon, man. Definitely would have appreciated having you, but I'm glad you were here in the chat. It was great. And yes, a great way to unwind the night. I agree. Absolutely agree. It's awesome. This is what I like to do. I like spending my time chatting with you guys, having a good time. It's fantastic and truly a pleasure, my friend. Absolutely. It really is. And I look forward to your unboxing videos next week. And Duchess with the this was great. Well, thank you, Duchess. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.